Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's been quite a long time since we sat here and talked about books together, which I'm so sorry. I've been in such a huge reading slump, and while I was gone, I was in the middle of filming a reading fantasy in a week video, but unfortunately, I didn't like the book that I read in that video. So I think I might scrap that video just because I didn't really enjoy the book very much, which is really sad because I had really high expectations for it. Anyway, I kind of feel like I overdid everything because I'm not only in a reading slump, I'm also in a writing slump. And then a few days ago, I literally could not bring myself to edit. So I'm in a creative slump of all kinds, and that is my favorite part of my brain. So I really need to get out of this slump and start doing all the things I love again. Anyway, I went to a small bookstore the other day. I have a very small haul for you, and also we're gonna talk through all the books that are on my radar of what I want to read. So let's get on with it and bring the books out. I got this book, which is called Building a Story Brand. I don't usually read nonfiction or educational books of any sort, like, let's be for real. I read books to entertain myself and to bring new stories into my mind. So I don't usually pick up books like this. As I'm working through my fashion marketing classes in college, I'm also doing a small business of my own. But those are some reasons why I picked up this book. Next, I got this book, which is a high contender for what could potentially get me out of my slump. It is The Boyfriend by Freida McFadden. I read The Housemaid by Freida McFadden, which was okay. The thing is, I read Verity before I read The Housemaid, which I feel like alters my opinion on it, because in my opinion, Verity was amazing. I am not a Colleen Hoover fan. I'm just gonna put it out there. I like the plot of Verity a lot more than The Housemaid, but The Housemaid was so much more disturbing. Like, if I were to think about it now, I am disturbed. But anyway, this is by the same author. This is also by Freida McFadden. She has written so many thrillers. This is an insane discography. People love Freida McFadden and they love her books. I'm not a huge thriller girly. This is a high contender because I feel like when you're in a reading slump, you want to read something that is gonna make you want to turn the page, which is a thriller. That was the end of my book haul. I only got 2 books this time, but these are some other contenders for books that I may potentially read. First, we have The Poppy War. I actually started this book, so I'm like 50 pages into it. I don't know if I want a book this serious when I'm in a slump, but so far it has been going really good, and I also don't have to jump into a completely new story with new characters because I've read a little bit of it already. I've been loving the writing, loving the characters, and I'm excited to see how her life is at the academy. Last but not least, we have a romance. All of these books are very opposite vibes, but I'm trying to give myself a lot of options. I just kind of want to read anything but a fantasy right now because that is what put me in a slump. And I also feel like I've been reading fantasy back to back and I haven't had a cute little contemporary romance moment. Anyway, The Right Move is a contender. I actually read Mile High a year ago and I feel like it gave like what, Patty vibes. So yeah, those are my 3 contenders on books that I might choose for this video. And yeah, I'll see you when I've chosen. Hi guys, so it's been a few days since I filmed the last clip. I'm here to give you a reading update. I've been sick for the past few days actually, and I've also been working on other things which I will tell you all about soon, hopefully. I also have a new addition to the family that I want to introduce you to. Are you guys ready? This is my new plant, and her name is Planty. My boyfriend named her. I got her at a market in Bangkok, and the moment I laid my eyes on her, I knew she was coming home with me. Have I ever properly taken care of a plant? No. I love plants, and during high school I had 3 plants and they all died. I probably wasn't watering them properly, but Planty only needs to be watered once a week, so she's a very low maintenance girly, and I feel like I can handle that, which is why I bought her. Like, before I bought her, I was like, does she need to be in sunlight? Because I want her in my reading corner. And then I also asked like how many times she needs to be watered. I already watered her this week, so my mother duties have been fulfilled. I'll keep you guys updated, and hopefully she's still alive by this next video. Last time we were talking about reading this book, which is The Right Move. I'm actually enjoying this more than Mile High. I am kind of liking their relationship dynamic so far. Also, this book has the fake dating trope. Now that I've taken a huge break from reading just like normal contemporary romance, I feel like I'm okay with reading the fake dating trope again, and this one is actually, it's doing what it's supposed to. I like the fake dating trope when there is a timeline. So for example, like, oh, we have to meet my friends and then we have to go to this event together and whatever, and there's kind of like a timeline in the reader's mind. I'm excited to read the rest of this book. Secondly, I haven't told you this, but I have Libby, which is a library app. The book that I was waiting for just came off hold. It's actually nothing like the movies, and I literally had to wait 6 months for this book, so it better be good. I actually didn't like Better Than the Movies very much. I think it was a little too YA for me, and I didn't like her fashion sense. Like, I think that was really throwing me off, and I understand that she's supposed to be like this quirky main character. Anyway, like, I get the concept. I just didn't really like the concept. I feel feel like I wasn't the target audience is what I'm trying to say. I like Nothing Like the Movies way better than the movies, which I think is a hot take because I think people like it the other way around. I like this book better, and usually I don't like a second chance romance, but I feel like the reasoning in the second chance romance makes sense. Anyway, I'm trying to finish this first. I might finish it today or tomorrow, but I'm currently 40% through the book. It's an easy read, and I think because it is written in a YA way, I'm like flying through it. This book is also easy to read though, because it's giving a little bit of Wattpad, but there's also something about reading on my iPad, like my huge iPad. Yeah, there's something about it that just makes you go so much faster. I actually like their dynamic, and I think people are going to disagree with me, but I do like the Liz in this book better than the first book. I think she is more grown and more mature. Yeah, I mean, I like this book right now. I think it's good. Anyway, so as you know, I read a lot of fiction. My main genre is literally fiction. I think a lot of people read fiction to better understand the relationships around them. And if you're one of those people, just know that you're not the only one who's uncertain about the relationships in your life, and you don't need to figure out answers on your own anymore. Instead of being stuck questioning yourself, with my paid partner BetterHelp, you can connect to a credentialed therapist who's trained to help you find real answers to some of your questions. With BetterHelp, you can connect to a therapist by completing a quick questionnaire. You can also easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost if you find that it wasn't the right fit for you. The therapists on their platform are also ensured to be well qualified, and you can always contact their customer service team if you have any questions or need assistance. With over 7,000 reviews and a 4.5 rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform you can trust. With BetterHelp, you can consult a credentialed therapist in the comfort of your own home through text, call, or even video call. This allows you to adjust your therapy sessions to your schedule. Going to therapy is a sign of strength, not weakness. And there are so many kinds of relationships that can be improved by therapy, not just romantic ones. Click the link in my description or go to betterhelp.com/Nicha for 10% off your first month of therapy. Now I'm going to sit and read my book for a little bit. I'm at a pretty exciting spot in the book, so I kind of want to continue and see how it goes. Okay, let's read together.
Oh, Carol, I'm but a fool. Darling, I love you, though you treat me cruel. You hurt me, and you made me cry.
Hi guys, welcome to a brand new day. Today we're actually going to this YouTube thing. I don't know how it's gonna go. I've never been. I don't think this ever existed though. I also don't know how they're dressed. I don't know if this is like a little too extra. Let's put on our jewelry together. I can't go out without jewelry unless like I'm planning on looking like shit that day. I'm wearing this first, and I'm gonna do my small hoop earrings. I'm putting on some bangles. These are two that I recently washed. I love these because they jingle and they make sound. I love bangles. Bangles are like signature for me. And I'm putting this one on. Most of these are actually my mom's. Like both of these are my mom's. This one has like little bunnies on it. Yeah, I think that's might be all because the rest of my bangles have like pink enamel. And we're gonna do rings. I'm putting all these on. Okay, let's go down and eat. This was the Shopee affiliate event where influencers got to talk to brands in person and receive PR to review on their channels. It was so crowded, and it was the type of event where you had to approach and speak to strangers. So yes, very scary. I brought my dad along as moral support. Okay guys, so I just got back. I changed into more comfy clothes, but I'm gonna give you a little haul. I feel a little drained just because I had to meet so many strangers. It was just kind of awkward because it was so loud. I had to lean in really close to them. I also had to speak in Thai, which I'm fluent in, but sometimes they say slang words that I just have never heard before, so I'm like, oh my god, can you please explain that? Yeah, it was really fun. I honestly thought that my dad had a better time than I did. Anyway, let's get to the haul. I'll probably be making like a separate video either on my TikTok or on my YouTube because they were gifted for content purposes. But anyway, I have stuff from like a bunch of places. I have this vitamin bottle, which I think my mom is gonna steal from me because she wants it. And then we have this whole bag from Skintific. They got me this huge sunscreen spray. I also got this sunscreen. The lighting is a little weird because the sun is going down. Then they also got me this. I'm actually excited about this. This is the Barrier Moisture Gel. And then they they gave me an extra 2 lip balms, and these are like peptide lip balms. I think one is clear and then the other one is cherry red. This is not going to be a review. This is just a little haul. I'll probably review all of these on my YouTube shorts if anyone is interested in watching that. Then we have one thing from Say. I think I'll get it right before I actually film their brand video. But this is just like a lip repair serum. And then we have a lot of stuff from this brand. They were so sweet. I think this was the sweetest brand that we met today. Everything I'm about to show you is from Happy Sunday. This is a lip tint, and then they gave me 2 eyeliners in brown and black. They also gave me 2 cushions. They also gave me a little blush, which I'm so excited to try out, and their packaging is adorable. Oh, and then I had to like spin that thingy. It got like a little notepad. Last but not least, I got this, which is from Glad to Glow. I got this. This is like a little water cream. I'm not sure. I got a retinol serum, and then I got this. It's a retinol moisturizer. That's what I got in this little bag. Okay, guys, that is all that I got. I think you're supposed to be there for like 2 to 3 hours, but I was only there for 1 hour. That is all the energy I had, to be honest. But it was so fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little haul. And so cool that they even invited me at all, because I'm pretty sure the other people were like actual influencers, you know? I'm just a girl. But anyway, glad I got to vlog everything for you guys. So thanks for coming with me. Last night I finished Nothing Like the Movies. I gave it 3.5 stars, which means it was good. I feel like I've become a harsher rater than I was a few years ago. Oh yeah, so I stayed up crocheting, and then this is how it turned out. The Miffy one is my mom's, and then the Boris one is my dad's. They actually use it, which I'm very surprised. Anyway, they were so easy to make. I made them in like 3 to 4 hours each. If you can crochet, I recommend making these. They're so cute. But anyway, I stayed up crocheting, so I didn't actually get to reading. So then it was past the deadline for me to turn my book in for Libby. But guys, if you just like keep your book open, the next time you open your Kindle, the book is still gonna be there. I don't know how long it lasts for, maybe like a day or so. Anyway, I finished the book up the next day. It wasn't like my favorite book in the world, but in my opinion, it surpassed my expectations because I feel like my expectations were very low from the first book. I should probably finish The Right Move. I'm thinking about it. So it's either The Right Move or Bunny. I have heard so many mixed opinions on Bunny that I just want to know what my opinion would be, you know what I mean? It's not looking like I'm going to be reading Bunny because this cover that I want, it takes weeks to ship in for some reason, so I don't really know. Or I could get it on the Kindle, but then I'm gonna have to buy it twice. But if I read The Right Move right now, it could be like a good buffer time for me to get Bunny. The only thing I'm thinking about right now is Fearless. I wanted to give a more in-depth review of Nothing Like the Movies. I actually did do a review on it when I first finished it, but it was so late at night and my clip was so dark you could barely see my face. Okay, so overall, I did enjoy the book. It wasn't like a 5-star read for me or anything. I feel like there was a lot of character development on Liz's end, which is nice to see. I personally like the changes in her character. I feel like she's grown into a very driven person. So anyway, let me know what you think about the 2 characters and whether or not you prefer the first or second book. I'm glad I gave the second book a try because at first I wasn't gonna read it at all, but then there was so much conversation around it on TikTok that I was like, okay, then I need to read it because I need to know how it goes. I think it was an okay read for me and it pulled me out of my slump a teeny bit. I think I need to find a book that I really like for me to be out of it, but we're slowly getting there. I also think that when my schedule clears up in like a few weeks, I'll have a lot more time to just chill and read. I'm currently on chapter 11 in The Right Move, and this is moving by, I mean, I don't know if it's fast or slow because I started this vlog by reading this and then I jumped over to Nothing Like the Movies. This honestly happens a lot. I kind of jump books a lot. I'm sorry. That's probably not very continuous for vlogging, but I'm just being real with you guys. Like, I jump books a lot. I'm currently on chapter 11 and I'm like easing my way back into these 2 characters because I didn't read about them for like a week or so. Also, I forgot there was an earthquake. I'll insert some clips here, but I genuinely thought that I was having a headache and then I realized that it was an earthquake, but usually earthquakes never happen in Thailand. I didn't really get this clip at the peak of like how bad it was. The water was literally coming out of the pool and I've never seen anything like that. Low-key looked like the world was ending. I live in like the Nonthaburi area, which is like a tiny bit outside of Bangkok. It probably was worse in the city than it is here. It still very much looked like the world was ending type of scene. I was strangely calm about it. I was going over to my mom and was like, we need to go downstairs or whatever, but she was taking so long that by the time she left her room, it stopped. So we didn't actually go downstairs. We should have, we really should have. But anyway, we didn't. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna continue the right move and see where this takes me. I don't think this book is gonna get me out of my slump, if I'm gonna be honest, but I do want to finish it and see if it can like slowly ease me out of there. Maybe it'll get more exciting in these pages. I don't know.
Would you hold it down and take it if I gave you a chance? Need the reassurance, baby, not a silly romance. Guess I'm used to being disappointed, falling too fast. If you want it, go and get it, and I hope you last. If you want it, go and get it, and I hope you last. Would you hold it down and take it if